Loves you more, Papa or Mama? How many of you remember being asked this deadly question when you were a kid? Man, I used to be so afraid of this question. When Gupta auntie from the neighborhood, she just used to show up at the house, pull my cheeks, stroke my chin, and then pose this deadly question, who loves you more, Papa or Mama? But luckily, I have always been a mama's boy, and I used to always answer, Mama. And you know the reason why? Because mothers are beautiful. Mothers are really beautiful for one very beautiful reason. They cry for anything. Any reason, man, mothers will cry. You just find a piece of wood in the gutter. Just a piece of old red rackety wood. And the beauty of the whole thing is you don't even need to wipe it off. You just take a small penknife, make a small niche in it, go back home, give it to your mother and say, look Ma, look what I made for you. And your mother will go, oh my God, you made this for me! You are the best son in the world. Come here, I'll forgive you for everything. Come here. See, that is where mothers have it over fathers. Because you give the same piece of wood to your father, and your father will go, what is that, just a piece of wood you found it in the gutter? Get it out of my sight. Or, as the legendary comedian Russell Peters put it, somebody is going to get hurt real bad. Somebody. See, that is why fathers don't get good presents. Because fathers don't cry. Mother's Day comes, you'll break your back to get your mother a nice present. Father's Day comes, your father needs to remind you. You know, today is Father's Day, we are supposed to feel very emotional. And he will say, right, what do you want me to do? Go, buy me a good present. Right, what do you want me to buy? Take $100, get me a pack of cigarettes. That's the least you can do. And then you buy him a pack of cigarettes. On the way back home, you will smoke half of the pack. And the best part, that is not even the brand that your father smokes. See? But a mother's greatest weapon is not crying. A mother's greatest weapon is her voice. Didn't I tell you or not? Because when I was even within 30 feet of that voice, my whole spinal cord used to decalcify and I used to fall down on the ground. I used to collapse on the ground faster than Satyam collapsed. Mothers always say, you are going to drive me to my grave. Fathers, on the other hand, put it in a slightly different way. I am going to drive you to your grave. Because if you are a boy child, believe me, if you are a boy child, your father will share this implicit agreement with you that, hey boy, I got you into this world, I can very well take you out. And it won't matter to me because I'll create another idiot who's just like you. A father's greatest weapon, though, is not his voice. A father's greatest weapon is his presence himself. 3 kids, they are watching the TV in the living room. The father walks in, 5 feet 11 inches, weighing 85 kgs, with that expression on his face. The kids very soon realize he's going to hit somebody. I don't think so he can get all the 3 of us in one shot. You go there, I go there, you go here. Let's go, let's go. And then the father will just frantically chase one kid saying, come back here, which I believe is a very dumb statement to make. What does a father think? Just because he's saying, come back here, so the kid is going to stop, come back and get killed? But I've seen some really dumb fathers. Dumb because they will say to their kid, I'm really angry with you. Go get me something so that I can beat you with it. And I have seen some really dumb kids. Dumb because when they hear their father say this, they will go to their bedroom, get a cricket bat, give it to their father and say, beat me to death. Please dad, beat me to death. If my father had any time said that to me, I would have gone to the living room, torn the corner of a newspaper and given it to him. Come on, tear me up with it, father, please. But let me conclude my speech by telling you a real life story that I read in Bangalore Mirror just yesterday. A kid in the school was asked, what was the best thing that your father did to you? Made the kid think really hard. My father is such a goofball. When he goes to the kitchen, the only thing that he knows is how to boil water. When I ask him who is the father of Akbar, he says it is Rakesh Roshan. And when he is in the house, he keeps blowing gas all the day and blaming it on invisible animals. I think the best thing that my father did was to marry my mother. Thank you very much.